Hi, my name is Rachel, your royalty lawyer, and today I'll be teaching you the foundation of ascertaining whether you should buy a property from someone or sell property for someone. This entails if someone has right of ownership, right to transfer the property, or even right to sell the property, and if they have the capacity to transfer title to people can move properties. And in establishing ownership, we must establish various ways you can become a landowner in Nigeria in accordance with Nigerian law. The first and oldest way of proving land ownership is customary ownership of land. This is back in the days when people used to deforest, go into empty land, bare land, deforest properties, and obviously become owner of the land. And then we also have inheritance. When somebody clears this parcel of land, stay there for a while, they can now transfer those rights to their children, and therefore ownership begins. And we also have government allocation. The government allocation got its first from the Land Use Act of 1978. This is a government grant, whereas the government can give or grant land to individuals directly. But when government gives land to individuals, they can now hold documents to those lands and then sell and have the capacity to transfer title after government has allocated these lands to them. People can also get ownership to land through purchase, that is when you buy from another individual, through gift, when anybody gives you land, and then the lawyer will prepare a gift of deed, to confirm the gift. We also have allocation by estate developers. When you buy properties from real estate, and most of them give you a document which is known as the allocation document. So what this does is give you ownership to that land. When an allocation document is given to you, you must verify that such estate have the capacity and they have verifiable documents, which is the C of O or the R of O, to prove that they have ownership of that land before they can then grant you allocation to that plot. Another element you need to consider before deciding to sell a property is if the person you are buying from has the capacity to sell that property. And what does this mean? There are certain people that are not legally allowed to sell property. This is an infant, person who is insane. There are 6 entities who can validly transfer interest in land in Nigeria. They are adults, an infant, true and authorized adults, families, communities, companies, and the government. And before you decide to sell a property to somebody, you have to ask, who owns this land? Does the person have capacity to sell? Does the person have title, valid title to these lands? Where is the title of the land coming from? This is you trying to ascertain the root of title, and then you ask, does the person have authorities to sell? So when you ask these questions will help you identify if this land can be validly sold, if the person who is selling to you has the authority to sell this title, and if the person has capacity, and if the person has title to these lands. So these are questions and these are things you need to know as a realtor in Nigeria to help you navigate real estate deals more efficiently and credibly. To realtor, never be in a rush to sell property out of desperation and because of commission. You need to take your time to verify information before you go ahead and put a property ad on your page. So it's important that this is the foundation of every real estate transactions. Hope you learned something new today. Follow me, share this video to people who you think might need it, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye bye.